On today's Designing Spaces, home sweet home, unless it's got mold. We're on the case, and just in case you need financial advice, we've got that too. A history lesson on mortgages. Here comes the sun, personalized sunrooms that fit your lifestyle. Plus, a place for everything and everything in its place. And letting the sun in. Time to shine.
Owning a home is rewarding, not just because of the equity you build, but also the memories you'll make. But while owning a home is fulfilling and worthwhile, buying a home can be complicated, confusing, and filled with strange words and terminology, like the word mortgage, the loan agreement you enter into when financing a home. Some jokingly say that mortgage means signing your life away, and it actually comes from the Latin words meaning dead pledge. The term originated in France and Britain in the Middle Ages, and a dead pledge meant that the debt, the loan, would die when it was paid off, or if payments were not made, then the deal arrangement died and the property went back to the original owner, which is basically how it still works today. And unless you have enough money to buy a home outright, you'll need a mortgage.
To understand the mortgage process, it helps to have a good lender who makes it as easy and painless as possible. Your financing is as unique as you and your home, and it should meet your needs and lifestyle.
There's a common myth that it doesn't matter who you get a mortgage with, that lenders are all the same. Not so. You need to speak to an experienced home loan specialist. They can guide you through the process and help you get the mortgage that's right for you.
Many home buyers have misconceptions about mortgages. A 30-year fixed rate is the only option. You need perfect credit. It's hard to get one. You need a 20% down payment. The truth is, there are many types of mortgages that don't require these things. For example, you could get certain mortgages with less than 10% down, some with as little as 3%. For veterans and their families, a VA loan requires no down payment at all. And even if your credit score is not great, you may still qualify for a mortgage.
Ditech Home Loans is a national mortgage lender and servicer, which means we handle all aspects of your loan. Well, Ditech does it all. That means applying for your loan, the underwriting review, processing the paperwork, closing the loan, even servicing your monthly mortgage payments. We want to service your mortgage for the life of the loan. Ditech wants to be your lifelong partner in home ownership.
So don't be afraid of the mortgage process. Make a connection with a lender that will understand your needs and help you find the first lien mortgage loan that is right for you, whether you're purchasing a new home or refinancing your current loan.
You don't need the same mortgage that your family and friends do. Everyone has a unique situation. A 30-year fixed mortgage may be right for some, but others may do better with a different option, such as an adjustable rate loan, an FHA loan, or some other type of home loan that better fits their needs. You don't always need a lot of cash up front. There are low down payment options that are very helpful for first-time home buyers. In terms of today's interest rates, many viewers may not remember, but back in the early 80s, interest rates were well over 10%. So historically speaking, today's rates are still favorable.
You need to find a lender that will help you even after you close your loan. Ditech's home loan specialists strive to build a long-term relationship with you for this mortgage, your next mortgage, and beyond. For many Americans, homeownership is a lifelong dream. Your mortgage, your dead pledge, can be one of your most important tools to achieve this life goal. For more information about mortgage options that are right for you, go to ditech.com. And to view this story again and get more information, visit our website at designingspaces.tv.
If you own a home, then you have encountered mold and mildew. Not only unsightly, these organic growths damage certain surfaces in the home, and some types actually pose a health threat.
Organic growth comes into your home through your windows, your doors, anytime, any way, any shape, any form, it can come in. The spores themselves are extremely small, so they can fit just about anywhere. So whether it's surface or it's wood, they're going to survive and they're going to set up shop. And you've got to control it or it will control you.
The most common household chemical used in the war against organic growth is bleach. You're cleaning the best you can. Unfortunately, if you use bleach, you may find yourself losing the war. It's not your fault.
A common misconception about the use of bleach in the case of organic growth is, in my words, is a no-no. In the case of the EPA, it's also a no-no. In the case of bleach, it's strictly a surface cleaner. It is not a registered, and I repeat, not a registered disinfectant.
Designing Space's own Debbie Marie has been battling organic growth for some time. This time, Designing Spaces came to her rescue.
Well, to clean my bathrooms and mostly my shower, I use bleach, and it does work for a short amount of time. I always notice that the mold and mildew come back. So when I was at the big box store, I figured I would try some other products. But again, it worked for a little bit, but then the mold and mildew came back. So I realized I needed help.
Other mold and mildew control products are salt-based. Unfortunately, salt washes away easily. Picture a spoon of sugar just melting away in your coffee. It's gone in no time.
People will go to the big box stores and buy a product that says it will clean organic growth. And you look on the side and it says quat salt-based product. What does that mean in short terms? If you apply it, or when you apply it, and you come back at a later date and you use a water or other cleaner, that product that you applied, it's washing it right off, so it has no long-lasting ability.
I was worried about the mold coming back and even spreading, so I realized I needed help. So who do I call? Designing Spaces. And they told me they had the perfect solution.
So Designing Spaces got together with Arthur and Debbie to learn about using Endurance BioBarrier Mold Prevention Spray and get tips on controlling organic growth around your home and property. This is how you win the war.
Organic growth can happen just about anywhere in your home, whether it's your bathrooms with poor air circulation, in your kitchens and your closets underneath the cabinets, and with the use of proper cleaning and Endurance BioBarrier especially, you spray these areas before they're affected and you will control and stop organic growth from happening.
Arthur, I wanted to bring you in and show you the tub and the shower. As you can see, there's mold and mildew all around, and I can't tell you how often I clean this. I clean it with bleach and different products, and it goes away for a little bit, but then it comes back. So it's a process I'm continually doing. What do you think?
Well, first thing I'll tell you is that in the grout, which is a porous surface, the organic growth is set up shop. Come in with a disinfectant that will remove the roots, clean it, let it dry, put on the Endurance BioBarrier, allow it to dry, and then every maybe 2 to 3 months, you'll be okay. You're going to be building up over a period of time. You should have longer and longer periods to where the organic growth's not going to return. Again, use the Endurance BioBarrier and don't heavily put it on, just a fine coat, and you're going to be a happy homeowner.
All right, perfect, I can do that.
Super.
After disinfecting her tub and shower, Debbie applies the Endurance BioBarrier as instructed by Arthur. An ultraviolet light reveals the otherwise invisible barrier created by the Endurance BioBarrier.
It's great to do it yourself, and at some point in time, if you need further instruction on what process or processes to do, go to our website, guaranteedmoldprevention.com. And at that point in time, you may discover you might need a professional to take you to the next step.
Meet Mike Brill from Skyline DKI, a professional mold remediator and user of Endurance BioBarrier. He's joined us to explain the differences between DIY mold and mildew control and when a serious situation requires a professional.
As a professional mold remediator, it's my job to go through a home with the homeowner and to investigate all the sources of possible microbial growth that they're finding. As we go through those areas and I take a look at it, we try to determine whether it is actual microbial growth and put together a plan on how to remove it safely and so it doesn't come back. When a homeowner notices they have a microbial growth or an organic growth problem, of course their first steps are to try it as a DIY. But there are situations where it gets to the point where they have to hire a professional. Anytime you have mold growth or organic growth over 10 square feet, you're going to need to hire a professional to come in and help them remediate that problem. When looking for a mold remediation company, you can find my company direct at skylinedki.com.
Well, I think I've won on the war with mold and mildew. I've got my weapon now.
To learn more and to see this portion of the show again, go to designingspaces.tv.
Hello, Tatiana Knight here, professional organizer. And let me tell you that the main complaint I get from my clients is I don't have enough closet space. So daily I go out and see clients to solve this problem. Why don't we just close the door on spring and summer and say hello to fall and winter? So we're gonna bring in this Trinity organizer. It's expandable and it fits in almost every single closet. It also has 8 shelves with a bamboo liner so nothing's gonna crease or fall through the holes. When you go to your shelving, I like to fold everything up like it's a store because I want my clients to feel like they're shopping for free when it's time to get dressed. Same thing for the sweaters. When we organize, I always start with the lightest item in the front. Not only is this white, but it's the lightest fabric. Now for winter, we always have accessories, and what better way than to hold them in with this canvas basket. And when you can see them, it's so much easier to actually use them and wear them. Once you've organized all of your wardrobe, organize your laundry too. You have 3 separate bags so you can pre-sort it into whites, darks, and dry cleaning. Another reason I love this closet is because it's so versatile. So you just pop this in and instantly you've got extra hanging space and you just doubled it. And doesn't this look beautiful? It makes me want to get dressed in a new outfit right now. For more information, go to trinityii.com or designingspaces.tv.
Choosing clean energy is top of mind these days, from the largest corporations down to the individual homeowner. Over the past few years, the cost of a solar energy system has dropped dramatically to well below current utility rates, helping to give more American families and businesses access to affordable, clean energy.
Once you find out that the energy to power your home comes from literally burning coal, you gotta ask yourself, there's gotta be a better way.
Luckily, there is. The sun. Starting day one with your solar system, you'll save money, produce clean energy, and even increase the value of your home.
But the average homeowner has been put off by the panel's aesthetics. If you pay to have a beautiful roof, why ruin the look with panels that can be an eyesore?
We found that people really like to customize their home. Up until now, though, solar panels have been stuck in the last century. Much like the 1915 Ford Model T, can get any color as long as it's black.
Sistine Solar, born out of MIT, is changing that with their new product, Solar Skin. Solar panels meant to blend in. We're here on location in Hubbardston, Massachusetts, at a cedar log home built by Katahdin, who has been committed to green and sustainable practices for over 40 years. The homeowner loves his beautiful log home and wanted to maintain its rustic appeal. Using Solar Skin, Sistine Solar designed custom solar panels, as you can see here.
We wanted to give the homeowner the choice to suit to their lifestyle, whether that is a log home with a green roof, a colonial with brown shingles, or a villa with clay tiles.
Or even a picture of Elvis, if that's what you want.
With Solar Skin, the design possibilities are endless.
Say goodbye to those ugly solar panels and say hello to a new era of solar, because you shouldn't have to sacrifice style for sustainability. To learn more about solar energy and when Solar Skin will become available, visit designingspaces.tv, where you can view this video again and find a link to Sistine Solar's website.
Outdoor living, it's a lifestyle choice many of us enjoy. So today on Designing Spaces, we have solutions for how to experience outdoor living year-round. And what better place to talk about that than in this beautiful home in the suburbs of St. Louis, Missouri. I'd like to introduce you to the homeowner, Karen. and Peggy Corey of Sunspace Sunrooms. Peggy, tell us a little bit about this space we're in right now.
Well, this is a Sunspace 3-season room with the WeatherMaster windows, which offers the ultimate in flexibility. So if it's beautiful outside like it is today, you can open up the window, enjoy the fresh breeze and the air. But if it's raining or snowy or get a really windy day, we can simply close up the window and enjoy the room about 9 months or more out of the year.
Well, this space is so beautiful. Karen, I can really see you spending a lot of time in here, relaxing or even entertaining. But tell us what motivated you to add a sunroom.
My brother had a sunroom and we really enjoyed it and thought we'd like to have one for our own home.
Now, Peggy, let's say some of our viewers are interested in adding a sunroom. What do they need to know?
Well, for example, with Karen, we were able to customize it. She wanted a nice cathedral ceiling. She wanted it to look like her home. She was able to choose how big she wanted her windows were, how the front is open in terms of the view. And ultimately, she can also put a heating or a cooling unit out here if she wants to increase the amount of usage on cold and extreme days.
Well, my favorite thing about this room is the view. It feels so open and airy.
We really like it too.
At Sunspace, we have many products to preserve the view, including glass railings. Also try and make it easy for the homeowner, so we provide maintenance-free products so they don't have to do a lot of cleaning or painting or staining.
It was so nice meeting the both of you, and I know you're gonna love spending time in this sunroom. But I hear that Sunspace has lots of other new and innovative products, so I'm gonna go say hi to Larry and find out more about that and let you ladies get back to decorating.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How about these pillows over here?
I think that would look great. Put the candles right here.
Yeah, it looks good.
Larry, so many of our viewers are searching for ways to enjoy outdoor living, especially in places where it's cold most of the year. What are some other products we should know about?
Well, at Sunspace, we really like to say that we've got you covered from the ground up. We start with our prefabricated, pre-insulated floor system that's designed for a sunroom to be installed directly upon. We do manufacture an aluminum decking system that is watertight and maintenance-free. Of course, we have our railing systems, both in a picket and in a glass, and we now have the all-view railing that doesn't have a top or a bottom rail. It's just glass that spans between the posts. We do manufacture a full line of sunrooms, starting at a screen room and going all the way up through the WeatherMaster 3-season room to an all-season room as well. And we do offer them with an insulated roof system that is designed for structure, but also gives the benefit of insulation. We do manufacture an acrylic roof as well that is designed to let the light in but block the heat. And for those people that are really trying to control their heat, we manufacture a solar shade system that you still have your view, but it's designed to block the sun and the heat gain that comes through the windows.
And are most of these products available for renovations as well as new structures?
They are. In fact, the WeatherMaster window that we use in the WeatherMaster sunroom is basically our main staple for going into existing porches and enclosing them, turning a screen porch into a 3-season room, or enclosing underneath an existing deck.
Well, Larry, these designs are beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing them with us here on Designing Spaces.
Well, thank you for having me.
To see this portion of Designing Spaces again, visit designingspaces.tv.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces. Making a space you can call home, living the lifestyle you desire. We are Designing Spaces.